Howdy folks, my name is Dwayne Gilly and this is going to be the, official launch of my YouTube channel, White Creek Outdoors. And my plans for this channel is to bring you some gear reviews that aren't, you're not going to see a lot of unboxings. What you're going to see is gear that I own, that I use, and that I put through field conditions and got a little time on so that I can give you an honest assessment of how I think it performed and things that I like and what I don't like. Hopefully down the road I can bring some hunting videos on board. We'll see how that goes. I always have a hard time filming when I'm hunting. Doing it by myself, I get more focused on hunting than filming. But anyway, we're going to start you off today with a review of this bad boy right here, the Kuiu Icon Pro 5200 pack. I've had this pack for a couple years now, put a couple of seasons on it, and I've been pretty impressed with it. I did a lot of research before buying this particular pack. I had some other packs that I liked, but there were things about them I didn't like, one of which was weight, and with all my research I settled on the Kuiu pack. I've been pretty pleased with it so far. I'll give you some of the specs on it. It's a 5200 cubic inch pack. It weighs 5 pounds, 13 ounces, bag, frame, and suspension, which is pretty light. The fabric used on this pack is a 500D Cordura nylon. It's a ripstop fabric and it's water repellent treated. The pack itself has 6 external zippered pockets, 2 side stuff pockets, which I'll demonstrate all these here in a minute. There are 5 internal mesh pockets inside the pack, and I'll go over those. The frame on this pack is a carbon fiber frame. It has adjustable harness. The harness velcros. It has a T-lock channel inside on the back of the frame. You can adjust it up or down to fit your torso length, which is a feature that I really like and appreciate. I have a longer torso, and a lot of packs that I've used didn't exactly fit my frame. This one allows me enough adjustments to get it comfortable, and it rides really well, loaded or not. I've been extremely impressed with how this thing carries weight. The hip belt has an internal structure that gives it some rigidity, but it's still fairly flexible. Quick release buckle on the front, fairly heavy duty. The tension adjustment straps on the front allow you to pull it forward as you're hiking and walking. If the belt needs to be tightened, you can just pull those straps forward across your body and cinch the pack back down. One of the unique features in this pack that I really like is the ability for the pack and the hip belt to swivel. It's going to be hard to see right now because I've got this thing loaded, but as you're walking and moving around, the hip belt has the ability to swivel a little bit, which allows you to kind of keep your balance a little better. The hip belt allows you that freedom of movement instead of being real rigid. Gives the pack follows your back a lot better versus being totally rigid, and if you twist or move, the pack can't twist or move with you. This one does, and that's one of the things I really like about it. It has 10 exterior loops that you can hook into with additional webbing straps. There's multiple straps on this thing to help cinch it down and secure your load. This pack I have quite a bit of my gear in here. It's not all my gear, but I wanted to give you an idea of kind of what this thing can hold. This is by no means packed full. I just wanted to give it some bulk and give you an idea of the amount of gear that this thing can carry. And we'll go through the pockets. We'll start with the lid. The lid is removable. You can pop it off. It's got a couple of buckles on the back here that you just pop those and release the straps. On the very top, it has a zippered pocket. These are all, I believe they're the YKK zippers that Kuiu uses. So far they've been extremely durable. I haven't had any issues with any of the zippers. I'm not exactly delicate with them most times. This top pocket is a bit of a flatter pocket. I like to use it for carrying my maps, battery chargers, things like that. They're easy to get. It's easy to get to. It doesn't allow for a lot of bulky items. Like I said, it's kind of a flatter pouch, but it does work excellent for carrying maps and flatter objects like that. There's another zippered pouch on the front. This one's quite a bit roomier. A lot of times I'll carry stuff in there that it's stuff I need to get to quick, but lighter weight stuff, an extra insulated shirt or a jacket. You can throw pretty much anything in there. It's a fairly good sized pocket. If you pop these two buckles that hold the top of the pack down, you can see it has a small pocket on the front. Again, it's kind of a pouched design, and it'll hold a fair amount of gear. I run usually, I'll throw my GPS in there, my cell phone, I'll throw that in there. There is a zippered mesh pocket on the interior, and it has a lanyard loop. That's great for keeping your keys so you don't lose those. I'll throw my wallet in there. My tags will go in here. It's kind of a double layer of protection with those two pouches. You have two center compression straps run across the middle of the pack, and then you have this centered zipper pocket. If you want to run rain gear or a lightweight jacket or something, where you can get to it easy, this is a great pocket. If you're running a smaller spotting scope, you can fit a small spotting scope in there as well. Quite roomy. It's excellent for storing an extra jacket in. If you know, the weather conditions change and you need a rain jacket or just another insulated jacket, you can carry it right in there. Have quick and easy access to it. On each side, you have stuff pockets down at the bottom of the pack. Again, two side compression straps. And then you have these tall zippered pockets, and they're zippered on both ends. And right now, we got this bog pod in here to demonstrate. You can run a spotting scope in there. You can run, you know, if you're running a bog pod or a tripod, you can run those in there. You just unzip the bottom, run it right through and into the stuff pocket on the bottom. It's going to stay nice and secure. You can run your webbing straps across to even help secure it more. Or you can keep the bottom zippered, and you can store, like I said, you can store a spotting scope in there. Any kind of miscellaneous gear that you want to run in there, as long as it'll fit. That's a pretty good sized pocket. Again, there's a matching set on the other side, same design. The top of the bag has a buckle closure along with two draw cord closures, one to cinch the top of the pack down and one to close it. You can open those up. You can use this pack as a top load. If you got items that you need to access quick and easy, you can put them right here. Pop your pack off, flip the lid off, and you can get good access to it. It opens the full width of the pack, so you've got complete access. One of the features that I really like on this pack is the horseshoe zipper. Goes all the way around the pack. A lot of times I'll find myself needing something in my pack, and it's real quick and convenient to grab that zipper, slide it halfway up. I've got access to anything in my pack that I need. Real easy to get to, real easy to close back up. If you really need to get into your pack, you just open the zipper all the way up and completely open up the pack. Take this gear out of here so I can show you the other pockets in this pack. Okay, on the inside of the pack, both sides have these internal mesh pockets. Any miscellaneous gear that you need to keep inside your pack, but you want to keep it organized, keep it from rattling around. They're nice roomy pockets. It's a mesh design. These are hydration compatible. You can hang a hydration bladder over on a platypus, 2 liter. I'll hang it off that clip. There is a port for the hydration hose. And both sides are set up identically. There's a port for the hydration hose. You run your bladder in either one of those, or you can run 2 bladders if you feel like carrying that much water. There are 2 additional mesh pockets on the inside. They're both fairly large, fairly roomy. All their zippers, if you notice on the pack, have these nice looped pulls, which are great. They're easy to use, even with gloves on. Inside here, I'll run things like my possibles kit, my fire starting kit. I'll put my kill kit in here so that it keeps it organized, it keeps it separated from the rest of the stuff in the pack. Nice, convenient, easy way to keep the gear organized, keep some stuff separated. On the inside, there's some internal loops. I've got 4 compression straps in here right now, hooked to them. If I'm running bulkier or heavier gear or stuff that I want sucked right tight to the back of the pack, I can pop these quick release buckles, lay it right on the back of right in the back of the pack against the frame, and cinch it down with these straps, and it'll keep it nice and secure right against the back of the frame. So it covers the pocket. Some options for this pack. Kuiu does make hip belt pouches for these. I have 2. The straps on the hip belt are quick release buckles with Velcro, and they're easy to pop open. You slide the pouches on. Again, they've got the nice zippers and zipper pulls. They're not extremely big, but for small miscellaneous items, they've worked great. Keep them right there handy. If you don't want to run the hip belt pouches, or you're in bear country, the way this is set up, you can run a holster on here. Pop the Pop the quick release buckle, slide your holster on the strap, buckle it back down, cinch it up tight with the Velcro, and you can carry your pistol right there on your hip belt. The harness is extremely comfortable, has good padding. I haven't had any issues with this thing biting into my shoulders or getting a lot of shoulder fatigue. It's got an attachment point here for running your hydration hose, keep it a little bit secured, right there where you need it. One of the unique features of this pack that I really like is the load hauling mode, and it's fairly easy to pop the bag loose from the pack and convert it into a load hauling mode where you can run your meat right tight to the pack frame with your bag outside of it, and it keeps it nice and secure. Your side straps will help hold it nice and secure. Another great thing about the way this pack attaches is all of their packs are compatible with this frame and suspension. You can run their ultra packs, you can run their biggest pack or their smallest bag on this frame, which is great. If you want to take this larger bag off and run their 1800 cubic inch bag for a day pack, it's really easy to do. To pop this thing open and convert it into a load hauling mode, you simply remove the load lifter straps, flip the back of the pack over. It has this hook and loop. You remove that. There's two tension straps on the bottom. Loosen those up. Come back up here to the top of the pack and lift it. It has two pouches at the top under the buckles that ride on the top of the frame. You lift those off and you have these two straps here that are run through the frame. You take those straps, run them through the buckles. Oh, let's do this. You take your meat, set it right on your pack frame, flip your pack back up. I like to hook the side buckles back up to keep the meat from rolling out off to the side when I'm doing the reattachment. As you do, you just buckle the side adjustment straps. Come back down here to the bottom, hook that loop, tighten your bottom adjustment straps. Okay. Come up here to the top. You take your load lifters, or you take the separate set of straps that are run through the frame, tie them into your load lifters, buckles. I'm kind of fumbling around here. The Butterfingers today. Take your load lifter straps, through these buckles. Cinch everything down. Your meat's going to ride right there between your pack and your frame. It's a great way to haul meat. Keeps it right tight to your back. Makes it real manageable. I've hauled several deer out doing this, and it's been the most comfortable pack outs that I've had. They all suck. It's never fun packing out that much weight, but running it this way has been the most comfortable pack outs that I've had, bar none. Things I really like about this pack are obviously the lightweight. It's got a great number of pockets. Super easy to store all your gear inside this thing. I can run everything I need for 5 to 7 days with no trouble in this pack. That's everything. Camp gear. I have this pack set up with their rifle carrier, which has the butt bucket attached on the bottom where the butt of your rifle sets. There's a nylon webbing strap up at the top with a buckle. It just wraps around the fore end of the gun and you cinch it down. I'll run the side compression straps right on there to help secure my rifle. Rifle ride's great there. It's a lot better than having it on a sling, slopping it all over my shoulder. The versatility on this thing is excellent. Like I said, the ability to use the meat carrying mode, the ability to swap out bags if you want. I don't. I run this as my one and done pack system. This thing, if I want to run it as a day pack, it compresses down and cinches down small enough. It's real unobtrusive. I can run this thing as a day pack all day long. It's lighter than my previous day pack, which is an excellent bonus. It functions well, whether I'm just hunting for the day or if I'm backpacking in and going for a week. So far it's been extremely durable. I haven't had any issues. Like I said, I'm not exactly gentle with this thing. It gets thrown around, thrown in the back of the truck. I've hauled several deer out with it so far. This is rated to carry 150 pounds. That's what it's been tested at. I have probably exceeded that a couple of times already, and it's handled it fine. I've had no issues. One thing I didn't talk about is if you're a bow hunter, they do make some bow hunting accessories to go along with this. The flap on the bottom that helps compress your load has a cutout in it that'll fit your bow cam. You can run your bow on the back of this pack, put your cam in there, and use the buckles to just cinch it down, and you'll be good to go to run it like that. So, one other option. When you purchase this frame, it came with a separate pad that fits into the back pad portion as a spacer. If you need a little more thickness down here for your lower back, you can slide this pad in there and beef it up a little bit. If you don't, you can leave it out and run it without. So that's it. That's the Kuiu Icon Pro 5200. If you got questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. Hit me up on the YouTube page, White Creek Outdoors. Thanks.